What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We just came back from the Marriott, spent the weekend over there for my son's birthday. We had a great time, well needed to kind of get away from everything and enjoy life. So now we are back home and we can start working on the Civic. We made some pretty good progress on the last video. We installed new headlights, HIDs, put some Steelies that has fresh tires, EX hubcaps, brand new lug nuts all around. We also got some brand new taillights, some red and clears. Damn, I really love this. This actually is like a game changer right here. But one thing I did notice is that if you can see over here, the trunk doesn't seem like it lines up. So I gotta really take a look at it and see what's going on. We did fresh oil change and transmission fluid, and I did notice that there is engine oil that is leaking from the front underneath. I don't know if you can see, but we need to diagnose that, see, figure out what's going on. We do have some couple parts that I want to go ahead and replace. We got some hood latch. I believe these are the bulbs for the cluster and the speed sensor. So when I was driving the car the first time, the speedometer wasn't working, and I did check the plug on the speed sensor, and come to find out, what I found was that the pins are corroded. So I think we're able to kind of clean it and put the new speed sensor. Hopefully that'll be the fix. If not, then we have more issue going down. And also, I think there was only like one bulb that was working on the cluster when you turn the side light. My friend told me that the lights were blue, so they're LED blue, so I got replacements so we can get that taken care of. And of course, the handle on the hood latch is broken, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace the hood latch. First thing we gotta do, we gotta open the hood, take the bumper off, remove the side skirt, take out the fender, and then we can go ahead and get that hood latch replaced, and then we can move on replacing the speed sensor and the bulbs on the cluster. Now, I don't know exactly sure why the cable was actually running through the engine bay compartment all the way to the hood latch when it's supposed to be coming out from here, and it kind of runs down over there, if you know what I mean. Let's go ahead and put in the new hood latch, run it through that hole into the car, button everything up, and we'll move on to the next one. Hood latch is complete. Put everything back on the car. We're all good to go. Totally forgot to put the cover back on for the hood latch, but I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. But I guess the next time we remove the front bumper for any reason, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this back on. So now, next one, I'm gonna go ahead and tackle the cluster. Let's go ahead and pull that out. 2 Phillips screws underneath here to take this bezel. After that, there's about 3 screws that is holding the cluster, I believe. And then we're gonna go ahead and disconnect the plugs from the cluster, switch over the bulbs into the ones that I ordered, and then we should be good to go. So got the cluster out. Before I go ahead and put in the new LED bulbs with the sockets, thankfully they actually came with it because these ones that I looked at are kind of burnt out. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the lens and kind of clean up the extra glue that is on here, and also from the inside you can see there's some fingerprints over there. So I want to go ahead and get that cleaned up, wash my hands before I do, use 70% alcohol IPA to rub these alcohol off, clean the surfaces, reassemble, and then put the new bulbs. I screwed up, guys. Let me explain why. I went to go ahead and separate the lens, these pieces over here, and to kind of get it all nice and clean up. While I was spraying some dress up on top here, it sprayed a little bit on the RPM and on the speedometer, so it had a little, you know, black dress, you know how it kind of looks. And I tried my best to kind of clean it with alcohol, everything I could to kind of get it to a flat color. And while I was rubbing with the alcohol with the rag, I rubbed it too hard to the point where it's already removing the white color of the kilometer numbers and a top here on the speedometer. So yeah, I'm screwed and nothing I can really do other than we gotta have to find a replacement, but it is what it is. Gonna go ahead and reinstall all these pieces back on the cluster. Look how nice it really looks when we dress up that piece, minus the part where all that white smears that is still on there, but it is what it is. Alright, cluster's back in. Just doesn't look great how it looks right now. It's hard to tell with the sun out. I probably can go ahead and show you guys maybe later on tonight to see how bright it is. There's one bulb over here that I try to get, trying to get it going, but it just wasn't turning on. I swapped sockets, I swapped the LED light. Nothing was coming on this light. Hard to tell, but it's like kind of it shines over. But I think we should be okay just with these LED bulbs. Looks really bright. Here's the brand new part, the speed sensor that sits right over the transmission. You can see right there. Looks like it's just one bolt. Should be the right part. That's what I went with on the car. Yep, kind of looks like it. Let's go ahead and swap it out. I'll probably try to clean the connector as much as possible. Then we can plug it in and hopefully it will fix our speedometer issue. See how corroded that is? So hopefully this should be the fix. No, it didn't fix it. Damn. So it's a brand new speed sensor. You know what I should have really done is check for power and ground, but I feel like the signal from the speed sensor should go back into the ECU and into the cluster, so it should read off speedometer. But I don't know, it might just be a bad cluster. I'm probably just guessing right now. Well, it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and drive to my workplace and grab a couple of tools that I need, and then come back home, and then we can go ahead and replace the broken stud on the passenger front. And then not too sure what else we can do to this car, honestly. I just wanted to go ahead and just jump on and just kind of get the little things out of the way, but it seems like some parts or some things are not going the way how it wants to be. Did you ever have one of those days where you just don't want to do anything? Like, you want to try, do it, but then after that, at the end of the day, it just feels like, I don't know why I do it. I don't know. Honestly, guys, I just kind of lost motivation today. Yeah, you know, I don't really know how I feel right now, guys. It's basically just one of those days where you don't want to do anything. You just kind of want to relax a little bit, but then you want to find yourself motivated to just do what you love to do. But it doesn't seem like it was going good according to plan. I don't know. Just basically, I'm just kind of worn out, pretty much overwhelmed. The past couple nights I've been kind of having some like late sleeps, just a lot of things just running to my head. You know, running 2 jobs, having a family, trying to vlog, you know, all that. I'm juggling everything just to do all one time, and it just doesn't seem to go good sometimes, if that kind of makes sense. It's just hard to kind of, I guess, try to shuffle everything as you can, is what you love to do, but then you need to take a break, you have to take care of your family. I don't know. Yeah, it's just, today just wasn't seem as how I wanted to be. The first mission that we completed was the hood latch cable. Next thing you know, we went to go ahead and take apart the cluster, trying to clean it. Next thing you know, the dress up went on top of the speedometers and the RPM, trying to clean it, and it started to remove like the white numbers, letterings on the cluster, and also that blue bar on the speedometer. So we also installed a new speed sensor. That didn't fix the speedometer, so I need to kind of re-diagnose. Well, actually, I didn't even diagnose the issue. I just pulled the plug and take a look at the speed sensor, and there was corrosion buildup, so I figured, oh, it might be just a bad speed sensor. So maybe it just probably be a cluster. I don't really know, guys. I don't know. I'm just kind of losing motivation as of right now. I think it's just I need to kind of focus on pretty much my life and job and family as of right now. Not too sure when I'm gonna pick up the camera next. Maybe this week, I don't know. I guess we'll just see though. So I actually went to go ahead and wash the wife's car and the Evo over there. When we parked at the Marriott, we parked next to the sprinkler, which we didn't really know, and left a whole bunch of water spots on it. So I decided to clean both cars, and now I feel really happy. Sorry about earlier in the video how I kind of feel a little depressed, but I feel better now. So I think I just needed some time to kind of ease my mind, just take care of the 2 cars, get it all nice and clean up, and I feel better now. Now it's kind of nighttime. I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the cluster to see how bright it is now that we installed the LED. Oh, damn, that looks good. Damn. Wow. That's real bright. Probably can see. That looks nice. I kind of dig it. Let me know what you guys think on the comment section below. I just messaged my friend. I'm waiting on him to see if he has a cluster. Hopefully that will be the issue for our speedometer not working. I did double check everything on the plug itself on the harness. Everything is good to go. Power and ground, we got voltage from there, and I mean, that's just pretty much the way to go, just to replace the cluster, especially what the damages kind of look like. It kind of bothers me a little bit, but yeah, it is what it is though. Now I can end the video in a good mood. Goodbye.